Hello, Professor. I'm Gayathri kanamahalaxmi arunasivani koneti. Today, I'm here to give my final presentation in the project management. And now I'm going to share the screen. I took the company named by Kodak, and I'm going to tell how it started and what is meant by agile and what is the process followed in that and how would it affect the whole company or the industry in this presentation. And coming to the contents, I'm going to tell about the organization, that is the Kodak, how it started and all, and what is the current state of the project right now, and what are the current methods used, and what is meant by project management maturity, and what are the styles in the project management, and the culture and the willingness of that, and what recommendations would I suggest for the Kodak, and finally the conclusion and the references here. And starting about the organization, it's an American technology organization started in the year 1888. It was developed based on the culture of innovation. In this, the person George Eastman invented the a simple box camera with 100 exposure rolls of film to capture anything, and it's one of the best photographic film quality at that time in the time of 1888. And even we have a famous tagline that moments, which was highlighted place in the advertisements for promotion. And what is the current state of that project management is going to be discussed right now. The company is no more in the good position, and in the 1888 it was started. By the time of 1984, it is facing a lot of difficulties because it's not updating with the competitors. By the time in the year of 1880 to 1884, 1980 to 1984, the Fuji photo film company was started, and it occupied the place of the Kodak, which is in the topmost right now. In the way of it is, for example, it is giving 400 speed color film for just very cheaper cost than that of the Kodak company. So this is one of the best photo film company at the time of 1984, and Kodak was no more at that time due to its management and all, and current methods used there. There was not enough evidence that proper proper management the proper management is not taken. Yeah, to be a successful company, one should not only follow the management properly, even should use the stringent methodologies to come ahead of their competitors. The Kodak failed at that point because they didn't come up with that stringent tech methodologies to beat their opponents, and the opponents did it, and they are on the top right now. And what is the ASIL, and what how it takes place, what should be done in that will be explained now. uh, Change management is a key and foremost advantage to acknowledge and implement the changes in our project easily. There are many factors available that hold important aspects. The modifications in the design, development, and testing of the project. The acceptance of the modification in the project based on multiple factors. But the main thing is that Agile first takes the note of the things to be done, and later starts implementing it based on dividing the work. In this, we use Scrum and Scrum and Sprint process. The work is divided, and at every step they'll just check out whether they are doing it right or wrong. If there is any miscommunication or any disturbance in the process, they will change it and correct it to the previous position. The main thing in this is that the project manager takes care of this complete agile management methodology. They should be checking right from the first. because when they come to the middle, they start checking also, there would be no use because they cannot rectify it. So that's the reason they have to check it from the first. uh, so the planning is one of the main important thing in the agile methodology. Project management maturity. Scrum is the major functionality in the agile methodology. Scrum is not the first thing. Scrum Scrum was initiated before the Agile Manifesto. It depends on the Agile principles and is inconsistent and has been stated in the presented document. Scrum is proposed for the sustainability of the collaboration. In this we have Scrum team and the product owner and the Scrum organization. Project management styles. In this, the project management style uh, they follow a working style of the for any organization. The process is generally formalized with a number of recurring meetings. Like all the people meet at the point and just discuss what is happening at that moment frequently. If there are any changes, if there should be any changes done, right from the initial position employee to the highest position employee, everyone has the right to talk there and give their own suggestions so that any mistakes can be understood by everyone and can be rectified at that point. They keep meeting at uh, particular times to know what's happening and what is going on in the project and everything. This way has improved in the implementation of the project in a positive way. How the culture would be can be seen in the here. Organizational culture can be viewed as a way people behave, treat others in organization, and the meaning we give to those actions. Team members should be communicating with each other. Project lead and the project sponsor should be communicating with each other. Management and the working staff have to understand the issues and the failures. That's what I said before. That the top person and and the lowest person has the right to discuss about the issue. Here, the major thing is we should not think it as an issue. We should not think it as a failure. We should think it as an issue and rectify it so that we cannot see the failure. If we see it as a failure, it's the end point, so we cannot success. That's the main point in the Agile mode. Next, project management willingness. In this Agile, all the persons should have that right to access what is the thing happening in that. They will be thinking and what we depend on the traditional product management. Agile is not simply working with the customers. It's all about giving access to the customers on the regular basis. We have to take decisions of adopting Agile in organization and for the projects. What are the recommendations that I suggest for the product is that they should focus on the people over the processes and also on the mindset over the skill set. Integrate testing along with the development lifecycle. And the testing process which will be effectively managing quality issues easily through change. Management minimum efforts required in the research onboarding and analyzing the project life cycle. It's one of the most important thing. Analyze their ideas and come up with a plan which will be making the project a success. And conclusion is that agile process generally wrongly considered as a single methodology. But by using this, we get 45% of faster profits than when compared with the non-agile companies or organization. Agile methodology can be used for all types of industries, irrespective of the fields. The agile development methodology is a kind of approach to development success and speed and flexibility. And these are the references I followed. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.